So from sleepwear now, a little bit more help with falling asleep. So I'd like to bring in a young man who does like his business. I received a friend of mine gave me one of his products, and it has really helped deepen my sleep. So I use it not every night, but every couple of nights, and I'll let him explain the science behind it. So I'd like to bring in Oscar Mejia of Oscar Mejia artisanfragrances.com. Hello
Hi,
po.
good evening.
Hi, good evening. So I was telling them that a friend of mine had given me your Himbing spray and Himbing candle. But before we talk about that, can you tell me a little bit why you decided to go into the fragrance, or you are a Filipino perfumer, right? That's how we describe what you do. So why did you decide to do what you were doing?
Yes, actually, my interest in perfumes and fragrances started when I was a child, as early as 5 years old. My
Right.
parents used to own an orchid and cut flower farm in Davao City. And so growing up, I was exposed to
Right.
flowers surrounding me. And my dad used to culture orchid varieties. So we have a mini laboratory at home.
Wow.
And I would boil flowers and try to create my own perfume. So that's where the
Oh,
interest started.
okay. All the way from 5 years old, you see, diba, the influences from childhood. So there, that's your website. And now let's talk about the power of fragrances. And you backstage, we were talking about something called the amygdala hijack. Can you tell us a little about that?
Yes, it's very common now, especially during the pandemic, because
Mhm.
people experience a lot of anxieties. Our
Right.
brain is very complex. So it has like
Mhm.
three major parts: the thalamus, which acts as your relay station, your
Right.
neocortex, which is your thinking brain, and your amygdala, which is your emotional brain. Now, every
Right.
time we experience a certain sensation,
Mhm.
the thalamus sends a message first to your neocortex, and from there it travels to your amygdala for an emotional response. But then
Right.
if you encounter something stressful or
Mhm.
something anxious,
Mhm.
the thalamus sends signals together, both to the neocortex and to the amygdala. And when the amygdala senses a certain stress level, what
Right.
happens? It creates a reaction immediately,
Mm.
which makes it difficult for the neocortex to actually overpower. That's why sometimes you experience something like nagdilim yung paningin, or
Mm.
parang you weren't able to think of your reaction right away. That's what we call the amygdala hijack.
Oh, okay.
And
Okay.
then that would
Mhm.
cause the secretion of hormones or
Mhm.
stress hormones
Right.
like adrenaline that would cause you stress, so increase your heart rate, your blood pressure
Yeah.
there.
Right. See, so my friend Alia Honasan says lavender for the win. I agree,
Yeah.
because that's how I got introduced to Koi's fragrances. My friend Tiffany gifted me with your Himbing candle and your Himbing room spray. So what makes Himbing extra special, Koi?
Himbing was actually formulated to help really people get that nice and relaxing sleep.
Mm-hmm.
When we were conceptualizing Himbing together with my business partner, who is also a psychologist, we were
Oh,
thinking, let's create a home fragrance, because we were at the beginning we were making eau de toilette and eau de parfum, and
right.
so we need a home fragrance, but we need something that's very functional. And
Mm-hmm.
we agree that we know a lot of people having a hard time getting that restful sleep. And so we
Yes.
said, why don't we create a blend that would help them relax some more? Of course,
Yes.
lavender is
Yes.
always the go-to essential oil. But then we said, because lavender is a little herby, it's a little
Mm-hmm.
strong for other
Right.
people's preference.
Right.
We said we need to balance it a little with more fresh notes. It's like
Mm.
you're lulled to sleep already. That's why
Yes.
we
Yes.
create green tea.
Okay.
We also said that Filipinos really have this penchant for scents that would really smell fresh. It's not really heavy or cloying on the nose. That's why we
Yeah.
said we need to add just a little tinge of citrus to make sure that it's magaan sa
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
pakiramdam and it's very
Right.
relaxed. That's
Right.
being
Kaya,
started.
kaya pala kakaiba si Himbing. No, and I'm not making you bola. Really, it is. I light it like for 15 minutes, and it's. I notice actually the next morning that I sleep better. And I just want to tell our audiences that you really know your stuff, okay? Because Koy took chemistry and material science engineering at one of the best schools, Ateneo de Manila University. Di ba? May bias ako. Okay.
Mhm.
And he later took perfume workshops in Grasse, France, and was mentored by the renowned French perfumer Nicolas de Barry. Is that correct? Yeah.
Correct.
Okay, and in 2019, before the pandemic, his work was cited by Fodor's Travel as one of the fragrances you can travel the world with. So ako, I'm super sold on him being, but after learning more about you, I'm going to try some of your other
Sure.
perfumes. Yes. So yan, sleep hygiene. Get yourself good quality all cotton sleepwear from Antukin, and get Koi's
It's
lavender,
a combination.
yeah, and the candle. So I use all of them, and I can tell you that nakakatulong talaga siya. And a good night's sleep, really, right? Anything can be solved by a good night's sleep. So that's why it's so important. So thank you, Koi, for creating Himbing and your other fragrances.
Thank you also for this opportunity to let more people know about him being and its benefits so that we
Yeah.
can help more people.
Right. Aantukin ka pagkatapos hihimbing ang tulog mo, di ba? Oh, there. So, Pia and I had the privilege of listening to Oscar Mejia speak in our Culture and the Senses class. Oh, what a small world, Alejandro. Thank you. So that's you have fans there. I use Himbing sleep enhancing pillow mist and room spray. Love the soothing sense of lavender, olive, and green tea. Kaya ang ganda maganda yung combination. So Koy, thank you so much. I hope this will not be the last time we can invite you. Okay. Alia says where to buy. Where to buy your Himbing,
Yeah,
Koy?
you can visit our website. It's www.oscarmejiaartisanfragrances.com.
Okay.
And then you can just follow the link under home fragrances. Himbing is there. You can choose whether a room spray or if you want something more lasting. We have the soy candles also. And
Right.
place an order, and then we'll get in touch with you for the payments and the delivery.
Yeah. Fantastic. Thank you, Koy. I'm so happy.
So,
So happy that you're with us tonight and with Isa also. And now, please stick around for our very special guest this evening. Okay.
definitely.
Thank you, Koy. So we'll be right back. Don't go away.